Can I give zakat to cover the medical expenses of an immediate relative? Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You can't give zakat to your parents or your grandparents, any of your ascendants, and you can't give it to your children or grandchildren, or even great grandchildren. So ascendants and descendants are not allowed, and between a husband and wife in the Hanafi school, it's not permitted. I believe it is permitted like that in the Shafi'i school. A wife can give her zakat to her husband, but in the Hanafi school, ascendants and descendants are out. So someone who has medical bills, medical expenses, if they don't have sufficient funds to cover that cost, then it's like it's money they owe. So yes, you can give them if they, so technically they're classed as being needy. So someone who doesn't have the nisab amount, so they can have enough to cover their needs for the next month, for example. And so that's not a problem if they have, say if they require say £2,000 for the next month and they have that, fine. But beyond that, so if they don't have anything beyond that, and that's one element, or and they don't have excess things like a spare car, two spare laptops and these sorts of things that could be that are in excess of their immediate needs and that could potentially be sold. So these things they would have to get rid of, because the zakat is reserved for the poor or the needy, you could say. And if someone's got if someone's got a spare car, he doesn't use it, right? Or if a family needs two cars, for example, that's a different thing. But if they don't, it's just a spare car. It's the summer cruising vehicle. You put the top down and you drive around in the sun. Then they'd have to sell that and pay off their expenses. But if they don't have any extra income or any savings, and they've got a bill already, or it's definitely going to come up soon, then they can, once they receive it, you can pay them your zakat and you can contribute towards paying their bills. And you get a double reward there as well. You get the reward of giving your zakat to someone who's needy, and you get a reward of helping out a relative. And that's generally the best way to give your zakat. You give it to someone who you're related to, unless there's a bigger calamity or catastrophe elsewhere, and there are more needy people there, then you send it there. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله